Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I have before me a plea sheet that indicates that the defendant will be pleading to an added count 3 of operating while intoxicated, second offense, a 1-year offense. Upon a successful at counts 1 and 2. Best defendant is also to enter into and participate in the court sobriety court program. That's the court's full understanding of.
That's completely correct, Your Honor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Do you solemnly swear the front testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
What's your name, please?
John Lenz.
Sir, it is this court's understanding we're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated second. That is a
Yes, Your Honor.
misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, communities, and a $1,000 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. Could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, you also understand that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 18A3 District Court. Understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Signed in advice form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal upright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Your Honor.
of your own free will
Yes, Your Honor.
and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
December 18, 2025, at the location of Riker Road near Stillwater Drive in Dexter Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
What'd you have and how much?
I had roughly 3 to 4 shots and about 10 or 11 beers.
Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Okay, why'd they stop you?
I was asleep at the wheel.
Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were taken to the hospital for a blood draw?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what were the results of the blood draw?
0.232.
You don't have any reason to dispute those test results, do you, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And had you previously been convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about January 12th, 2018 in a Kentucky court and or of operating while intoxicated on or about June 29th, 2021, also in a court in Kentucky?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I do have to apprise you that if you commit misconduct between the time that I accept your plea and the time of your sentencing, misconduct is defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
You are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 3. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. I'll indicate a pre-sentence investigation is ordered. However, most of that's been done since he's going to be sentenced into sobriety court. Sentencing in this matter will be April 23rd and 26th. What time was that?
9:30.
And 9:30.
Yes, sir.
9:30 before Judge Freshour. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can we outside?
When you get your when next? I think Mr. Simon's got a few more. Court does call the case of the people versus those.
Exactly. Your Honor, Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Titterington, who is almost to the podium. State your name, Judge.
Joseph Titterington.
Taking an adjournment.
Correct, Your Honor.
Will the 30th work for you? You want the 7th?
I think the 30th should work just fine, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference, April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you. You can go home.
Court calls case People versus Matthew Visconti.
And Your Honor, Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Visconti. State your name, Matthew.
Matthew Visconti.
What are we doing?
I should have a green sheet there, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Probable cause conference, April 30th,
Thank you, Your Honor.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That's for the Simon show.
I believe that is.
That
Your
is.
Honor.
Mr. Simon, say something. Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Adam John Allen.
And then we have, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Deborah Schlossel on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Adam Allen. Mr. Allen, please state your name.
John Allen.
Thank you.
Please state your name for the record.
Ashley Alber.
Your Honor, we're seeking an adjournment of the PCC today. There are still some negotiations we need to have specifically concerning the amount of requested restitution. And so we would be asking for an adjournment.
May 7th, does that work?
Thank you, Your Honor.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Very much.
Thank you.
Judge.
Court does call the case of the people versus John Manning.
All those good people.
Christina Costantino appearing on behalf of Mr. Manning. Unfortunately, Judge, I am not appearing with Mr. Manning. I do not know his whereabouts at this time. I have made attempts to contact him and have not been able to locate him. Doesn't appear he's in the hallway or the courtroom today.
That's probably because of the bond violation.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm aware that there's a community corrections warrant already. I'd ask that be continued.
So I'm just going to leave the bench warrant outstanding.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, for you.
No, I'm
No?
not. You wouldn't get out that easy.
Court calls the case people versus Michael Smith.
Costantino appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, can you please unmute, turn your video on, and state your name for the court?
Michael Smith.
All right. You're requesting an adjournment in this case also.
Yes, Your Honor, for further negotiations.
I'll adjourn the matter out till May 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Judge. Now I'm done.
you.
You have a good rest of.
Take care. All right, take that one. Court's gonna have to stand up, take a brief recess. Chudek, I think.
It is.
Go ahead, state your name.
Elizabeth Chudek.
Said it quietly, so it's not.
I know, I know as I was saying it, I'm like, that's wrong. Anyway. I have a plea form indicating defendant's gonna plead to an added count 2 of attempted resisting instructing a police officer to 1-year offense upon her successful plea to that charge. Count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of it.
Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
May I have her sworn?
And do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
State your name, please.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty? And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
Signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights? Look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on there.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense? February 16, 2026, Carpenter Road near Center Valley Drive, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Did you come into contact with a police officer from Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What happened?
The police officer told me to get back in my car and I said no.
What was happening at that moment?
He pulled me over. I was on my way to drop my car off at the tire place, to get my tire fixed.
Okay.
And then, go to the movies with my kids. Sorry, Your Honor. So the police officer, pulled me over. I was confused. I thought he was pulling over the car in front of me that didn't have a license plate. So I pulled into the tire place. I got out of my car. I'm a busy mom, so I just wanted to speak to the police officer. He yelled at me to get into my car and I said no. And I asked him why he had pulled me over. He grabbed me and I tried to get away.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
Yeah, I think we better. Also approach, bench conference. Ma'am, were you aware at some point that the officer was pulling you over because your registration had expired?
I had no idea, Your Honor.
Okay. As you're sitting, why didn't you remain in the vehicle?
I was, like I said, I was running errands and I honestly,
I understand that.
I don't,
The officer told you to remain in the vehicle. You didn't. Is that correct?
well, I had gotten out because in my mind,
Let me ask it this way. Whether you got out beforehand, at some point, the officer told you to get back in your vehicle and remain in your vehicle, correct?
yes,
You failed to follow that instruction. Is
correct.
that correct? All right. Ultimately, determined that the reason that the officer pulled you over was in regard to your registration.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, can you
Ultimately, you determined that the reason that the officer pulled you over was in reference to your registration.
eventually? I did not know that before.
Didn't ask that.
Yes,
Ultimately, you realize that.
yes, Your Honor.
So under all of those circumstances, you would agree that the officer's command for you to get back in your vehicle.
Notice the turning point here. Once the defendant finally acknowledges that the officer's instruction was lawful and admits she refused to comply, the factual basis for the plea becomes complete. That's why the judge immediately moves into sentencing procedures and probation instructions afterward. A lot of viewers may sympathize with her confusion during the stop, especially because she insists she didn't initially realize why she was being pulled over. But courts generally give officers broad authority during traffic stops for safety reasons, especially when instructing drivers to remain inside their vehicles. What also stands out is how emotional stress can affect courtroom testimony. You can hear her becoming flustered and apologetic while trying to explain herself. These moments remind people that even misdemeanor cases can feel overwhelming once someone is standing in front of a judge admitting guilt on the record.
Remain in your vehicle was a lawful command for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And that you refused to follow that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, if I accept your plea and you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, you would not be permitted to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you aware of any of the promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Have I complied with the court?
You are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count two. Count one is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
May 13th at 9 a.m.
May 13th, 2026, 9 a.m. Before me. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ma'am, on your way out on the left, about 2/3 of the way down the hallway is my probation department. Stop in there and get instructions so the sentencing process can begin.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the people versus Nicholas Strunk.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Strunk. You're on the Zoom screen.
Strunk, state your name.
Nicholas Strunk.
All right, you're requesting an adjournment.
Yes, Your Honor.
May 7th, will that work?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. PCC will be adjourned May 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, Mr. Strunk.
Okay, thank you.
Court calls the case, people versus Jessica Pruitt.
People.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein here for Ms. Pruitt.
Jessica Pruitt. No response. There's also a violation report. All right. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000 cash surety. That won't issue immediately. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of the people versus K1 Houston.
So people.
Yeah, please, the court, Your Honor. My name is Adam Clements. My P number is 77233. I appear on behalf of Mr. Houston, who's also present. Sir, state your name for the record, please.
Q1 Houston.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing today?
We're asking that this matter be set for preliminary exam, Judge.
All right, has all of the discovery been completed? Do you have it
In
all?
receipt of it. I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
All right. People have their witnesses available the 28th?
We can try, Robert.
All right. Preliminary examination will be set April 28th, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Barr. Okay.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bond will continue. Court calls the case. People versus Bharat Shanaman.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Allison Castles, on behalf of
Barrett.
Barrett Shanman, saying to my right.
Did I do that wrong? I did. All right.
Gentlemen, I'm used to it.
Thank you, sir. All right. What are we doing?
One final adjournment. We're on the brink of reaching a resolution. I submitted a proposed SIP in order to Ms. Zenda, who just needs more time to review it.
You're on the brink. This is the first time I've heard that. I didn't know where that is. But okay, I'll assume that you're there. Right. How much time you guys need?
A week. If that's.
Probable cause conference April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Court, that's called the case people versus Karan Johnson.
People.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Wonderful to see you again. Robert Ellman with and on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, please state your name for the record.
Karan Johnson.
When you say wonderful to see me, what do you want now?
I just want you to know how wonderful it is to see you, Judge.
Okay, all right.
However, I am asking for an adjournment. The people have extended an offer. Mr. Johnson just took some additional time to options, and then we'll move forward.
All right. April 30th be enough?
I believe so, Your Honor. Work for you?
2 weeks?
Yep.
All right.
That's fine.
I'll adjourn this matter April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
That's it for me, Your Honor. Have a great day.
All right, you do the same. Court does call the case versus Aaron Wallace.
People.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Philip Wypert on behalf of Mr. Aaron Wallace.
Good afternoon. Your name?
Aaron Wallace.
Today's hearing showcased several very different defendants, but the courtroom delivered the same underlying message to all of them. Accountability matters. Whether it was the repeat drunk driving offender entering sobriety court, defendants requesting adjournments while negotiating plea deals, or individuals facing warrants after failing to appear, every case demonstrated how quickly legal situations can escalate when court orders are ignored or poor decisions pile up. The judge consistently focused on procedure, responsibility, and making sure every defendant fully understood the consequences of their actions before moving forward. And perhaps the biggest takeaway from this entire session is that even seemingly minor traffic stops or probation violations can carry serious long-term consequences once they enter the criminal justice system. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.